We talked about a great analogy that Alan had, and I think this one's good. You may be able to win the Kentucky Derby with a horse that was trained up and was looking for the right want to, but sometimes you just can't win the Kentucky Derby with a donkey.
Welcome to the Small Business Safari, where I help guide you to avoid those traps, pitfalls, and dangers that lurk when navigating the wild world of small business ownership. I'll share those gold nuggets of information and invite guests to help accelerate your ascent to that mountaintop of success. It's a jungle out there, and I want to help you traverse through the levels of owning your own business that can get you bogged down and distract you from hitting your own personal and professional goals. So strap in, adventure team, and let's take a ride through the safari and get you to the mountaintop.
Hey, adventure team, it's Chris again, and we're talking about customer service and how it all starts with you in this episode. Now, this is just the mini one. Go out there and take a listen to the long episode where Alan and I really dig into this. This is something that we're both personally passionate about, and it's really good. If you want to have a great customer service company, it starts with you as the leader, or it starts with the leader of your company. It is a top-down experience. You got to lead with positivity. Our customers are what helps us put food on the table. And you want to lead with the fact that customers are what it all happens for us, and we got to have great customer loyalty. So smiling outwardly to customers and smiling internally to our employees and to our teammates will help set that tone for a great customer experience. In customer loyalty, it is important that you hire for charisma and character. When you're looking for somebody, you want to make sure that you have charisma, you have character, but they also have to have some competency and some skills. So when you're interviewing these folks, you want to really look into that. We talked about a great analogy that Alan had, and I think this one's good. You may be able to win the Kentucky Derby with a horse that was trained up and was looking for the right want to, but sometimes you just can't win the Kentucky Derby with a donkey. All right, that was Alan's phrase. I loved it. I thought it was funny. But one of the things I would bring up from that is when you are hiring, it is up to you to look for that, because they are going to be the number one touch point, whether it be on the phone or it's going to be your first person out there doing a sales call. You want to make sure that they have the want to, because that's an important part. Here's the one question I would ask every time I'm interviewing somebody for a customer service role. Tell me about a time when something went wrong with a customer, and what did you do to overcome it? Let's go ahead and thank one of our sponsors. Are you in the home service business and train your employees to represent your company in the right way when they're taking care of customers? Are they providing a 110% customer experience? If you aren't getting those rave reviews that you expect or those repeat customers that you crave, then you need to get the HomeServiceInstitute.com training programs. These training programs talk the language of your technician and help them figure out how to align your goals with their wants. Go ahead and check out the HomeServiceInstitute.com and all of their training modules, and they will turn your employees into 110% customer experience providers. That's the HomeServiceInstitute.com. And now let's get back to listening to what the guys have to say. If you think about that one for a minute and they think about it, then you know you got somebody who really wants to figure out how to solve a customer problem. Listen to that answer. It's more of that behavioral interviewing process, but it's important because you want to see that they're into it and they're in it to win it with you, because you want to have that intangible want to. Donald Rumsfeld had a quote back in the day saying, sometimes you have to go to war with the team you have and not the team you wish you have in the future. So you got to train up who you have, you got to coach them up, and you want to give them and play to their want to, and give them the fact that customer service is important, not only to you, but to them and to our customers. Are they empowered to solve a customer problem? If your employees are empowered to solve a customer problem, then you got a strong culture that you've built. Ritz-Carlton has done a great job with this. And I talked about two of my experiences there and how they are all focused on making sure that the customer experience and the customer service is top notch. Alan doubled down on it and talked about the JFK story of going to NASA and asking the janitor, what do you do here? And he looked at the president and he said, I'm putting a man on the moon. Employees want to be part of the why. Empower them to solve a customer's problem, and you will start to see the rewards come not only from your customer and their loyalty, but from your loyalty from your employees. So it's important. We talked about being able to measure this, and we're going to talk about that in the next episode. But what's really important here is that in customer service, in the home services space, I know that when one of my technicians asks for a great review at the end from the customer, and we get a great review from the customer at the end, that the transaction went like we had hoped. So from the very beginning, the first person on the phone to maybe my second touch with the salesperson to my last touch with my technician, I know that if they gave us a great review, we did what we were supposed to. I also know that if I didn't get that great review at the end, I need to find out why. And it's difficult to do this, but it comes down to just one question. And the one question you need to ask all of your customers: would you refer your friends to us? Think about that, everybody, and make it a great day. And let's go get them and let's go show everybody what 110% customer service looks like.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Small Business Safari. Remember, your positive attitude will help you achieve that higher altitude you're looking for in the wild world of small business ownership. And until next time, make it a great day, Adventure Team.